second thing that I'm going to talk about tonight, let me grab our clips for this one. Oh, here we go. The second one is you've got to take advantage of the world. As I pull up and share my screen, I'm going to go ahead and remind us all of what I'm talking about with the world. The world, as I would define it, would be the center circle at the free throw line. But if you can follow my cursor, if we imagine the other half of the circle to complete. So this would be the world right here. And while as coaches, we've always taught our players to get paint touches or paint hunts, hunt the rim, get to the rim, hunt the paint, really getting the ball into the world right here, specifically the equator line or a little bit into the southern hemisphere, that's going to actually be more advantageous for our team than consistently trying to get to the rim. Again, if you blow by a defender, you get an advantage where there's no defender in front of you and the next defender's at the rim, sure, let's attack down there. But too often, things get too jumbled and too muddled. And anytime we attack the rim, if we don't have a wide open layup or a contested layup by one of our better players, there's no room for cuts. It's hard to get great spacing. So I watched about, 3 hours or so of Villanova film earlier this week. And Villanova does a great job of hunting the world for more open opportunities. Let's watch this first clip right now. Okay, off of a ball screen and switch, we see a lot of different things happening. And even though this offensive player does not beat the defender and does not get to the rim, he gets to the world. And the time he gets to the world and actually picks up the ball, a little peek fake right there. I love seeing Villanova's peek fakes, right? So he gets to the world. Also, you see a fake, which draws that next defender. So he thinks he got a teammate who's wide open the block. So again, the pass here. Now, again, a small advantage. Now, we could argue right here with this player who's appears to be a bigger, stronger offensive player than the defender who's rotating. Maybe we go up. But again, still a small advantage. And what I love by this big guy at Villanova, he's looking for big advantages. So off of the world hunt, we'll see all 5 defenders begin to collapse. And if our team on offense keeps great spacing, all of a sudden we can find wide open kickouts for great shots like Villanova does in this possession. Again, world hunts are going to open up better shots for your team on offense. Let's watch another example of this world hunt. Oh, such a good play. All right, same thing. And I call it a play. This is not really a play at all. Like what Villanova does such a great job of, and this is what we talked about a couple of weeks ago, throw out your playbook, right? Like give some actions to your team to help them become more successful. So off of this action right here, I call this a ghost screen. It's kind of like a fake screen. He ghosted it right when he got to the point of attack. This is putting Purdue's best player, their big man, like more active on defense and wearing him out a little bit. So off of the ghost screen, all of a sudden, we have a kick out. We have a little bit of a peek fake. It's a quick one. But because now we have a lumbering long defender closing out, this really opens up the world. And now even our quote unquote bigs can still get world hunts. And because there's nobody stopping him in the world, we'll see he continues to drive a little bit deeper in the paint. And this is where I love controlled stops. This is a quick stop. He doesn't cover a lot of ground. He stops quickly, but he lands on both feet. Under control, on balance. Now he can make any pass that he wants to. He could reverse pivot, kick it back out if this player at the top was relocating. Really right now, this player number 5 should be cutting the basket because his defenders lost sight of him, could hit in a little dump down right there. But because he comes to a quick stop, a controlled stop, he's got way more options. Now off of this kick, again, small advantage. We've got to recognize small advantages for bigger advantages. But again, this all started off of a world hunt where they get a wide open corner 3. Such a great look. I think I have one more example here. Yeah, here's another example of a couple of world hunts, right? You'll see Villanova, again, maintains great spacing. We've got another ghost screen. Now, here's what I love about this world hunt. For most of our players, let me rewind real quick. For most of our players, they think when you get to the world, you have to stop. And so let's look at what happens right here. So right here, we have a ghost screen action. The screen never really happens, but we're just causing the defense to have a little bit of confusion. And in this moment of confusion, this attacker, this slasher, begins to attack the world. And what you notice when he attacks the world, he hesitates versus picking up his dribble. And what I love that Villanova's done such a good job of right here. Oh, let me rewind. What Villanova's done such a good job of right here is they keep their offensive spacing, right? Right here in this situation, nobody's being creepy, right? No one's creeping inside the three-point line. They're keeping great spacing so that the defense make a mistake. And if we want to improve our offense, not only is it the ball movement, but it's also world hunts. And sometimes we might pick up the ball, but I would encourage you to teach your players this: patience in the world versus stopping in the world. Sometimes we will stop in the world, but this is just simply patience. When he gets to the world, no one is stopping his attack, right? Nobody has cut him off. Nobody is forcing him to pick up his dribble. And so with this little hesitation right here, he's allowed to read the defense. And because these two defenders pretty much stay attached and there's nobody cutting off the direct path to the rim, we only have a big right there who's trying to help. This world hunt actually becomes what I would call a 2-foot power finish. And the reason he got that 2-foot finish is because he actually attacked the world. Most of our players on this ghost screen action right here, most of our players would be trying to get downhill, like immediately get to the rim. But because Villanova is so good at playing out of the world, you see how he kind of repositions himself on his world hunt to let the defense rotate and then reads the defense and gets all the way to the rim. Again, let's de-emphasize getting all the way to the rim at times and now focus on getting to the world more often. One more clip from Villanova. We have one world hunt, great patience in the world, which opens up a strong drive on the left-hand side of the floor. And let's watch this play back from the start. Here we go. Again, on the catch, a little bit of a shot fake, peek fake. That gets the defender to lean one direction, which opens up more space towards the world. When we get to the world, right, all of a sudden, and I think what a lot of great passers do is they actually will turn their back to the defense so they can see more options. The first time he looks is to the right side. He's a right-handed player. It's simpler for him to throw that right side pass, but he sees we don't have great spacing. And so we know that means there'll be more defenders hanging out on this side of the floor. So instead, he reverse pivots, and now he's isolated on one side. We've got the naked side of the floor with a great rim attacker. This is the same player who got the layup last time with a bigger, slower defender on him. And now with his peek fake and attack, he's able to get to the rim, draw a foul, go to the free throw line, and shoot 2 shots. Again, we're talking about world hunts, helping our team become better on offense.